Where are we going
Oh,
today?
obviously we're going to Washington. Straight ahead.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Foxhall Road Northwest. Now turn right onto Foxhall Road.
Buenas tardes a todos. Thank you. Welcome to the residents of Spain, for my wife, Sol, and for me. This is a very special occasion. Angela, Bob, this is really a very special day for us, and we thank you very much for being with us today. And I want to thank you all for accompanying us, and very especially to you, Marcelo, and to Alicia, for being with us. You've been extremely helpful in arranging this over the past weeks. And thank you, Admiral, Coronel, muchísimas gracias. We met, Sol and I, we met Bob and Angela. It was, I think, February 2019, on board the Hemm.
Yes.
On a wonderful occasion when the Explorer Clubs gave the flag to the Explorer Club to the captain of the Juan Sebastián Elcano, commemorating the 500th anniversary of the first round-the-trip around the world by Elcano and Magallanes. We knew then that you were chairing the Explorers Club celebration, the 500th anniversary of the circumnavigation of the globe. And I think it's fitting that today is the 7th of September. It was the 6th of September of 1522 when these 18 survivors, these 18 great explorers on board the Naval Victoria, arrived in the Sanlúcar Bay after these 3 years of extraordinary adventure, when for the first time in the history of the world, we managed, these great heroes, these great explorers managed to circumnavigate. And I think it's wonderful that precisely almost to the day, 499 years, we're also celebrating here a great explorer, a great man, and a great friend of Spain. We, after this first meeting, we've met on different occasions here in New York with Bob. We hadn't met you again, but with Bob we did, and with Marcelo. We had many ideas, but the pandemic arrived. Regrettably, we couldn't do many of these projects, but we will do them in the future. But we learned about Bob, we learned about his extraordinary life, about his explorations. We learned more when we read his great book, The Memoirs of an Explorer, which I really recommend to you, because it's an extraordinary lesson in life, and it's a very important lesson that you should learn from every experience in life. You can always learn something. And so today we're going to recognize your extraordinary life as an explorer, and also your friendship towards Spain, because you've done a lot to recognize the importance of Spain in the world of adventure, in the world of exploration. And for that, we're very grateful. So today, we're going to bestow upon you the Navy Cross of Merit, white ribbon, by the Admiral and by the Colonel. And with that, we're also saying that you're a great friend of Spain, and probably that you are, at the bottom of your heart, you're also a Spaniard. We think you are already.
Very true.
We recognize that today. So thank you to you, and Admiral, you have the floor. Muchas gracias.
Thank you, Ambassador. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The Spanish Armed Forces have a long-standing tradition of bestowing military awards in a formal ceremony. This allows for a public recognition of the merits and circumstances of the awarded persons. The Spanish Navy Cross of Merit White Ribbon, which is awarded by the Spanish Minister of Defense, has the purpose of recognizing and distinguishing the outstanding deeds, actions, and services of the members of the armed forces, as well as recognizing those civilians who have performed meritorious actions and activities related with the Spanish Navy and with the Spanish National Defense. It's an honor for me to present today this decoration that has been awarded to Mr. Robert Hemm, which will be bestowed on him by His Excellency. To deserve this decoration are many and of great importance to our Navy and to our country. As all of you know, he is a key partner of the Explorers Club of New York. There, he is the undisputed leader of an American group that has always stood out for his backing of the historical claim of Spain and the Spanish Crown contribution to the history of the discovery, as the ambassador has already said. In this regard, I would like to highlight Mr. Hemm's support to the presence of the Spanish Navy delegation that attended the annual dinner of the Explorers Club in New York in March 2019. At this dinner, the Flag 1519 project of the Spanish training ship Juan Sebastián Elcano and the Explorers Club was presented. This project is devoted to monitoring the ocean environmental issues to which Mr. Hemm has committed his personal and financial efforts. To know what a flag project means, nothing better than to read this paragraph in the Explorers Club statutes. Any member in good standing may apply for the privilege of carrying the Explorers Club flag on an expedition intended to further the cause of exploration and field science. The Explorers flag has been carried on by hundreds of expeditions since 1918, to both poles, to the highest peak of the greatest mountain, to the depths of the ocean, and to the outer space. This flag, the Project 1519, was raised in the Spanish training ship Port of Call in Boston in April 2019. There, Mr. Hemm was also present to coordinate and financially support the American delegation that attended the Explorers Club flag raising ceremony on board of the ship. This flag has been flying in the Juan Sebastián Elcano since 2019 during all commemorative cruise of the 500th anniversary of the first circumnavigation of the Earth, and it will be up until 2022. I can assure you that the whole crew and the midshipmen of the training ship have considered it a great privilege and an honor to show this flag in their 10-month trip around the globe, ended in May 2021. To finalize, and keep this not too long, allow me to pick just two more examples of Bob Hemm's commitment to highlight the legacy of Spain to the history of the discoveries. During the last 2 years, Mr. Hemm has been promoting in various types of United States mass media the 500th anniversary of the first circumnavigation of the Earth. He was also instrumental in awarding the Spanish Crown the Medal of the Explorers Club for its contribution to global exploration. Mr. Hemm, thank you very much for your contribution to making this important part of our history known, and congratulations for this well-deserved award. And now Colonel Sánchez de Toca is going to read the administrative order that confiers the award to Mr. Hemm.
Boletín Oficial del Ministerio de Defensa. Dirección General de Personal. Recompensas. Orden 431/9475/21. En atención a los méritos y circunstancias que concurren en el personal que a continuación se relaciona y de conformidad con lo dispuesto en el Real Decreto 1040/2003 de 1 de agosto, por el que se aprueba el Reglamento General de Recompensas Militares, se concede la recompensa que se indica a continuación. Cruz Mérito Naval con distintivo blanco. Señor Robert Hemm, Madrid, 11 de junio de 2021. La ministra de Defensa, Margarita Robles Fernández.
I have to limp a little bit because I sprained my knee, but here I am.
If you allow me to,
Please,
it's a great honor for me to do this.
it's a great honor for me to get received.
Bob, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
It's a great honor.
Great honor to be with you. Thank you so
Have a
much.
great pleasure staying in the office.
Thank you. This is such a great honor because Spain is like my second home. I have so many friends who I've felt such a feeling of being part of Spain that I really feel more Spanish than I do anything else at this point. It's been an honor to work with this incredible group of I'll just recall one thing. Being on that ship, those cadets, there must have been about 200 of them, men and women, and they looked like they were out of central casting, out of Hollywood. They were not only smart and polite, but they truly looked the part of what you would believe you would like to have your son or daughter look like as part of this Spanish ship. So you can get so overwhelmed by the feeling of this that it's hard to say more than what I'm saying right now, and that is, I'm just proud to be part of this. And it's a great honor, and I will never forget it. And I thank all of you so much for being here and being part of this. So thank you. Okay.
Great honor.
Same here.
Congratulations.